Ladies and gentlemen, today, I want to talk about one of the most powerful forces you can control, something that doesn't cost a dime, but can completely transform your life, and that is your attitude. A positive attitude is not something you're simply born with. It's something you cultivate, practice, and choose every single day. Many people believe that those who are positive were just naturally gifted with a cheerful disposition, but that's not the truth. Every person has challenges, bad days, and moments of doubt. What separates those who thrive from those who struggle isn't luck, it's the decision they make in their mindset. Choosing to have a positive attitude is an act of personal power. It means deciding that, no matter what life throws at you, you will not be broken by it. You will look for meaning, for growth, for lessons, and you will keep going. We often underestimate how much control we truly have over our mental state. We think we are victims of our emotions, that a bad day must turn into a bad week, or that one rejection defines our worth. But when you realize that your attitude is in your hands, everything changes. You start taking ownership of your reactions instead of blaming others or circumstances. You begin to see that while you cannot control every situation, you can control how you respond, and that is where your true power lies. Choosing a positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring pain, pretending everything is fine, or living in denial. It's about shifting your focus from what's going wrong to what you can do about it. It's about accepting that life is unpredictable, and while you can't control what happens, you can control how you rise after it happens. People with a positive attitude still feel fear, pain, and stress, but they choose to respond with hope, courage, and resilience. Each day gives you hundreds of small opportunities to choose positivity. When you wake up feeling tired or overwhelmed, you can choose to be grateful for the new day. When someone cuts you off in traffic, you can choose not to let it ruin your mood. When plans don't go as expected, you can choose to adapt instead of complain. These moments may seem small, but they build your inner strength and mindset over time. One of the most empowering truths in life is that you don't have to wait for circumstances to improve before you improve your attitude. In fact, it's often the other way around. Your positive attitude is what begins to change your circumstances. It attracts better energy, better people, and better opportunities. The more you practice positivity, the more natural it becomes, and eventually, it becomes a part of who you are. So whether you're at the top or at rock bottom, you always have a choice. Stay stuck in negativity or rise with a mindset that says, I will grow through this. The decision is yours, and when you start choosing positivity consistently, your entire life begins to transform. Your attitude is like a lens through which you view the world, and the quality of that lens directly shapes your reality. When you carry a positive attitude, the way you interpret events, challenges, and interactions changes completely. It doesn't mean that problems disappear, but it does mean that you start seeing those problems differently. Instead of seeing failures as final, you begin to see them as feedback. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, you see them as opportunities for growth and learning. That shift in perception can completely transform the direction of your life. The human mind is powerful. It filters what we notice, how we feel, and what we believe is possible. A positive attitude trains your brain to look for possibilities rather than limitations. It rewires your thinking so that even when things go wrong, you can still find something to be grateful for, a lesson to take away, or a solution to explore. Your mindset becomes a tool for empowerment rather than defeat. For example, two people could lose the same job on the same day. One sees it as a catastrophe, a loss of identity, and a personal failure. The other sees it as a chance to finally pursue their passion, learn new skills, or reinvent themselves. The difference is not in the event, the difference is in the attitude. That mindset shift creates two entirely different realities and two entirely different futures. What you focus on expands, and a positive attitude teaches you to focus on potential, not pain. When you consistently maintain a positive attitude, your decisions and actions also change. You begin to take more chances, speak more confidently, and approach your goals with determination instead of hesitation. You start showing up with energy and belief, which opens doors you never thought possible. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach suddenly become attainable because your mindset is no longer holding you back. Moreover, people respond to your energy. A person with a positive outlook naturally attracts others. Mentors, friends, partners, and even strangers are drawn to that kind of mindset. Why? Because positivity inspires, uplifts, and creates momentum. When your attitude reflects hope, enthusiasm, and belief, it spreads. That ripple effect often creates supportive environments, networks of encouragement, and shared success. A negative attitude, on the other hand, distorts reality into something darker than it truly is. It closes doors, limits your thinking, and turns challenges into walls instead of stepping stones. It can blind you from seeing the progress you've already made, and it drains your energy before you even begin. In the end, the way you choose to think becomes the life you choose to live. If you want to change your life, start by changing the way you see it. Your attitude is not just a reflection of your present, it's a predictor of your future. When you align your thoughts with possibility and purpose, you open yourself up to a world that is brighter, fuller, and far more rewarding. Positivity isn't just a feel-good idea. It's a scientifically supported path to better physical and mental health. A positive attitude has a powerful impact on how our bodies and minds function. When you adopt an optimistic mindset, your brain and nervous system respond in a way that promotes calmness, clarity, and emotional balance. The effects go deeper than just smiling more often. They touch every aspect of your well-being. You begin to feel better, sleep better, and handle stress more efficiently, which in turn helps you make better decisions and build a stronger life. Research has shown that people with a consistently positive outlook tend to have lower levels of stress hormones like cortisol. Chronic stress can damage your body over time, leading to high blood pressure, weakened immunity, and even heart disease. But when you maintain a positive attitude, you help your body shift from fight or flight mode to a more relaxed, healing state. This physiological change improves your ability to bounce back from illness, cope with pain, and maintain healthy habits. Your immune system, too, responds positively to optimism. Studies have found that people who stay hopeful and upbeat are more likely to resist colds, recover faster from surgeries, and avoid chronic illness. That's because positivity strengthens the body's natural defenses by reducing inflammation and promoting overall harmony in the body. It's not magic, it's biology responding to the mindset you choose to carry each day. Mental health also benefits immensely from a positive attitude. When you choose to focus on what's going well, practice gratitude, and believe in the possibility of improvement, you train your mind to become more resilient. Depression, anxiety, and emotional fatigue feed off negative self-talk and hopelessness. But when you shift to an attitude of "I can handle this," you create mental space for peace, patience, and healing. Positivity also supports healthy routines. When you're in a better mental space, you're more likely to make good decisions, like eating healthier, exercising, and getting enough sleep. And the reverse is true as well. Small wins in these areas boost your mood, reinforcing your positive outlook. This creates a cycle of progress that makes it easier to maintain energy, focus, and motivation in daily life. Even during difficult times, a positive attitude can be your anchor. It allows you to find purpose in pain and see challenges as temporary rather than permanent. This mental shift gives you the strength to endure hardship without losing hope. You don't deny the difficulty of the moment, but you trust that better days are ahead. That hope alone can be a powerful medicine. A positive attitude is not a cure-all, but it is a foundation, a mindset that supports both physical vitality and emotional resilience. When you carry it into your daily life, you give yourself the chance to live not only longer but fuller, healthier, and with far more peace. The body thrives when the mind believes, and that belief starts with choosing positivity again and again. The energy you carry into a room, a conversation, or a situation has the power to influence everything around you. A positive attitude acts like a magnet. It attracts people, opportunities, and experiences that align with optimism, growth, and connection. When you show up with hope in your heart and light in your words, people feel it. They are naturally drawn to your presence, your confidence, and your uplifting energy. That is the hidden power of a positive mindset. It not only changes how you feel about the world, but it also changes how the world responds to you. In both personal and professional relationships, attitude plays a crucial role. No one wants to be around someone who constantly complains, criticizes, or doubts. That energy drains others, but a person with a positive outlook brings encouragement, support, and solutions. They become the kind of friend, colleague, or partner others can rely on. This builds stronger, more meaningful connections because people remember how you made them feel. And if you make others feel seen, valued, and inspired, they will gravitate toward you. In workplaces, especially, positivity is a game changer. Leaders who lead with a positive attitude foster cultures of collaboration and resilience. Team members who carry optimism boost morale, reduce conflict, and increase productivity. A positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means facing them with the belief that they can be solved. It means bringing calm into chaos and being the person who chooses unity over division. That kind of attitude makes you stand out. It earns trust, builds influence, and often leads to unexpected opportunities. The same is true in your personal growth journey. When you believe that you are capable, deserving, and in control of your attitude, you take more action. You stop waiting for permission or perfect timing. You begin to speak with purpose, take bold steps, and make consistent progress toward your goals. And as you do, people take notice. They want to support you, work with you, and celebrate your wins, because your belief in yourself gives them permission to believe in themselves. Your attitude creates a ripple effect. One smile can change someone's day. One encouraging word can shift someone's mindset. One positive presence in a room can inspire an entire group. That's the unseen influence of positivity. It multiplies. The more you give it, the more it returns. And over time, it shapes the environment around you into something better, brighter, and more empowering for everyone involved. In a world that often emphasizes negativity, division, and fear, choosing to be positive is a bold act. It sets you apart, not because you're pretending everything is perfect, but because you're choosing to look for solutions, choosing to believe in the good, and choosing to be someone who lifts others up rather than tearing them down. That kind of energy is unforgettable. It opens doors you never even knew existed. And the more you live in that space of positivity, the more your life begins to reflect the very energy you bring to it. A positive attitude is the foundation of resilience and growth. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how careful or prepared you are, setbacks, failures, and disappointments will happen. The difference between those who rise and those who stay stuck is not intelligence, talent, or luck, it's mindset. A positive thinker doesn't view failure as a stopping point. They see it as feedback. They understand that setbacks are not signs of defeat, but signals for redirection, for learning, and for growing stronger. This is the essence of resilience, the ability to keep going, to adapt, and to improve despite adversity. And it all starts with how you choose to think. When your attitude is grounded in positivity, you develop a mental filter that helps you navigate hard times with courage and clarity. Instead of drowning in self-doubt, you remind yourself that you've overcome difficulty before and can do it again. Instead of letting fear stop you, you use it as fuel to move forward. That shift in perspective creates inner strength. It gives you the confidence to try again, to step out of your comfort zone, and to take risks that lead to transformation. Growth, by its very nature, is uncomfortable. It asks you to stretch, to let go of old habits, and to face your weaknesses. A negative mindset resists this process, focusing only on what could go wrong. But a positive attitude embraces it, focusing instead on what could go right. It allows you to see the bigger picture, to trust that temporary discomfort leads to long-term progress. You stop avoiding challenges and start welcoming them as opportunities to evolve into your best self. Every time you choose to keep going when it would be easier to give up, you build resilience, and the more resilient you become, the more fearless you become in your pursuit of growth. You stop waiting for ideal conditions. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop questioning your worth. Instead, you begin to operate from a place of belief that you are capable, that your efforts matter, and that every small step forward is part of something greater. People often think success is about achieving big goals, but true success is found in the process. The quiet moments where you choose hope over doubt, effort over excuses, and faith over fear. A positive attitude allows you to stay committed to that process, even when the results are not immediate. It keeps your vision alive and your motivation burning, even when progress feels slow. Ultimately, a positive attitude doesn't just help you survive. It helps you thrive. It turns pain into purpose, setbacks into stepping stones, and failure into fuel. It reminds you that growth is not about being perfect, but about being persistent. And in that persistence, you discover your greatest strength, not in never falling, but in always rising. That is the power of positivity. It becomes the engine that drives your resilience and the mindset that fuels your growth day after day. Here's a powerful conclusion for the speech: how a positive attitude can change your life forever. In the journey of life, we cannot always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. And that response, shaped by our attitude, holds the key to everything. A positive attitude is more than just thinking happy thoughts. It's a commitment to face each day with courage, gratitude, and belief in something better. It empowers you to rise after every fall, to grow through every challenge, and to see light even in the darkest moments. When you choose positivity, you don't just change your mood, you change your mindset, your health, your relationships, and your future. You attract better energy, build deeper resilience, and create a life that reflects strength, purpose, and possibility. So no matter where you are right now, whether you're rising, rebuilding, or just holding on, know this: your attitude is your superpower. Choose it wisely, because when you change your attitude, you truly can change your life forever.